house. Good to see you. The official navigator. All right. We're going to start getting going here pretty quick. I do want to give just a couple minutes for some people to start getting in here.
I know we're not normally on time.
Yeah, we're not normally quite on time like this, so give a couple minutes for people to start getting in here. But we are going to talk about Wyld Camp 2024 tonight, and we'll kind of give you some info on instructors, classes. I got a little bit of a surprise that I'm going to tell you here in a few minutes that I'm pretty excited about, so that should be pretty cool. So you've got the chat up on here?
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Okay.
But I've got it on here right now. Bodier
Right.
said looking good.
All right. Well, good deal. So I want you guys to kind of let me know how the live stream looks tonight, because we have something a little different going on. Many of you may know that a few weeks ago we had a lightning strike here at the house, and it took out the internet. Well, in the process of getting the internet fixed, Sarah, our in-house IT, she actually searched down a new internet provider. And we had Windstream before, and they were just absolutely terrible. And so now we have AT&T Air, right?
Yeah.
So it's AT&T Air, and
can you see that up
it's
there?
yeah, that's fine. It is like so much faster. So I'm hoping that the live stream will be clearer and look a little better, because I know sometimes it gets kind of fuzzy and then we kind of buffer and all that stuff. So I'm hoping that will alleviate that. So Kevin said she was set up cooling off in the AC just in time. So we can all be a little angry with Kevin tonight, because Kevin is actually camping tonight. So we can all be a little bit
Camping in the AC?
Camping in the AC, which, I mean, is that really camping,
That's
Kevin?
my camping.
That's Sarah's kind of camping. So let's all send some well-placed and loving hate towards Kevin tonight, because we're all not out there. No, and I also wanted to give a shout out to Taylor tonight. He has dubbed tonight's live stream our love stream. So it was funny. We have our Wild Bunch chat, and tonight he was talking about the live stream, and it came up love stream.
Oh.
So he tried to correct it, and it said love again. So tonight it's a love stream. Thanks, Taylor.
Very touchy-feely.
Yeah. Bodier said, Kevin Hunter, you're not really camping. AC is not camping.
Daddy said
So,
that it's clearer.
What's that? Does it look clearer? That's awesome. I'm glad. So the other thing, speaking of Greg, I've got a computer to bring back to you. Greg is our other IT guy. If I have an issue with the computers or anything, Greg handles it for me.
He's the main IT guy.
He is the main IT guy. He's not only our navigator, he's our IT guy. And I had everything planned to set up on the laptop tonight. Wouldn't connect to the internet. Got issues. I don't know what's going on with it. I rarely ever use that anymore, and that might be the problem. But I wanted to kind of run some pictures and stuff, and it just didn't work out. But that's okay. It's one of our live streams, so that's par for the course. Let's see. Kevin said smarter than what you're working with. Okay, well, I get you. Taylor said it's all in good love. That's right. So, I also wanted to talk about a little something real quick. For those of you who don't know, we do have our patrons. The patrons really help uh, the channel grow and do the things that we're trying to do, and get different equipment and things like that, and it really helps the channel out. And so we ordered some new stickers that are exclusive for the patrons. Now, the patrons we call the Wild Bunch. And so I designed this sticker, and I'm really excited about it. These just came in. These stickers are only available for the patrons. So if you join our Patreon, then you would be eligible for one of these stickers. But check these stickers out. They are so cool. It says the Wild Bunch on there. It's got the Rewild Outdoors. And when you get the sticker, look really close. In the sunglasses, it has our little fire logo. These are so cool. They turned out awesome. And I'm excited about these. I can't wait for you guys to get them.
Lincoln says hi.
Hello, Lincoln. And Aaron is in the house. Hey, Stitch, how are you doing? He says, hail and howdy to Sean and Sarah. So, let's go ahead and get down to some of the Wyld Camp stuff. We got like 20 people watching. So, Wyld Camp 2024. We have put a lot of work into this already. And as you guys know, it's not a cheap or easy thing to do. And Sarah has put a lot of time and effort into it. And we were talking about the patrons a second ago. The patrons have had the option to buy their tickets already. And their tickets were available on July 4th. Now, general admission tickets go on sale August 1st at 6 p.m. So today starts our countdown for Wyld Camp ticket sales. So the Wyld Camp ticket sales go on sale August 1st at 6 p.m. And earlier in the day on August 1st, we will post a link pretty much everywhere to the Eventbrite. And we did decide to go through Eventbrite again this year. We were going to try to do our own website and all that stuff, and it just didn't work. We didn't have time and everything to get it together like we wanted to, so we did go through Eventbrite again. But the Eventbrite site is up now, but it's only available to the Wild Bunch now. But we will have that site available to everyone earlier. What about 8 a.m. you think we could go live with it?
If not before, I mean, it'll,
so
the first, I could probably set it up.
On the 1st, we'll set that
midnight.
thing up, or at midnight on the 1st, who knows. But that way you'll have the option to have it ready at 6 p.m. because, guys, we are getting a ton of messages and emails and stuff from people that are wanting tickets to Wyld Camp. And I know that we're only going to offer 100 tickets. 100 camping tickets for Friday through Sunday. So we're only offering 100 tickets, and I think that that's going to go pretty fast. So if you want a ticket to Wyld Camp on August on August 1st, that was almost like ominous timing. Dun, dun, dun. We should have had some music to that. August 1st at 6 p.m. you guys need to be ready to buy tickets because I think that they're going to go pretty fast. Now, we do have a few Super Supporter tickets left, right?
8 more.
8 more Super Supporter slots left. So, Sarah's working on that. It's a slot. It's not necessarily the tickets, right? So
yeah, there's the $50 level, which is 1 ticket, and the $75 level is 2 tickets. But there's 8 slots. So if you do the 75 and you get 2 tickets, that's still only 1 slot.
okay,
So technically, it could be 16
more. If so. But the goal was to keep the Super Supporter night, which is Thursday night. So if you get a Super Supporter ticket, You get Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, and then Sunday morning. So that gives us an extra night. Super supporters get early access to campsites. They get an extra night. And then it's just a smaller group of people. We're not offering that many tickets for super supporters. And so that will give it sort of a I don't want to use the word intimate, but that a more intimate feel for Thursday night. So we can all kind of sit around.
Exclusive.
Exclusive is the word I was looking for. So it'll be a little more exclusive. We can kind of all hang out. And so super supporters also get it's their own badge, right? Super supporters get a VIP badge. Man, there was so much more that I had.
They get a shout out in the video.
Yeah, there'll be a video shout out for super supporters.
Hold on, I'm getting it.
There was other stuff too.
We keep adding to it.
Yeah, we keep adding to it, and it's hard to keep up with it. But super supporters for the Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night, it's a great deal, and those folks are really helping out the channel. So,
yeah. That's how we can do the better venue.
Yeah, the super supporters is absolutely how we can do the better venue. So last year we could do up to 50 people, and it was a nice venue. I really enjoyed last year. Last year was nice. a good venue, but we wanted something a little bigger, a little better, and a little nicer. So the super supporters really helped be able to get the new, bigger venue. And this venue has a nicer indoor pavilion with fans and stuff. It has a kitchen area, and so it's going to be a lot nicer.
And we can fit 3 times as many people.
Yeah, literally, we can fit a lot more people. So here, Sarah's got the super supporter perks pulled up here. It's VIP night admission, early access to campsites, exclusive badge, limited edition sticker, and then the Wyld Camp video shout out. So that's what we've got so far for the super supporter tickets. And you know, there will be some things added to that throughout the time, I'm sure. But that's what we got so far on that. And like Sarah said, the super supporter is $50 for 1 ticket, $75 for 2 tickets, and I think that's a great value for folks who want to help support the channel. You get an extra night of camping. It's a little more exclusive, that sort of thing. So
there's only 8 of those left. There's 20 total, and 8 remaining.
Right. So those will be available also when the ticket. Well, right now they're available for the patrons, the Wild Bunch. But August 1st, when those tickets go available, if you want one of the super supporter tickets, you better jump on it fast, because I think those are going to go pretty quick.
I think so. People are asking. Yeah, we got a lot to catch up on.
Yeah, so I've got a bunch of these comments to catch up on. So
Carl Smith said hello.
Hey, Carl.
Tony.
Hey, Tony. How you doing, buddy?
I Do Adventures, mentioning your North Carolina hat.
Oh, yep. So I got this hat when I went to the North Carolina hammock hangers camp out up there with Tony and Mr. James and all that. That was a good time.
Yeah, we got Hammock Mountain.
Hammock Mountain's in the house. Good deal.
Robert Bell.
I see Robert Bell.
Taylor.
Let's see. Oh, yep, I see Taylor. Taylor said we struck gold with this venue at Doe Lake. Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, that we talked about this before. Doe Lake was, we weren't sure we were even going to be able to do it at Doe Lake, because for one thing, it's expensive. It's expensive. For another thing, they are booked immediately.
Yeah.
As soon as they're available, they're booked up. And that's why we ended up having to push out to December. But I still think that it's going to be much better in December. It won't, well, knock on wood, it won't be as hot. But yeah, I think that it's going to be a great venue. It has bathrooms and showers and stuff, but it's much more,
and the
lake. It's much more oriented to what I think we wanted originally anyway. So I think this is going to be a lot better for us. Let's see. Bodier said, "What's in your cup, Sarah?"
I wrote it in the comments.
Oh, you did? I didn't see it. Oh, Jim Beam Fire and Dr. Pepper Cherry. Aaron said Lincoln wanted to say he's very excited about the camping trip, and he loves Aunt Sarah and Uncle Sean. Well, we love you too, buddy. I have Jim Beam Fire also, and Dr. Pepper.
Oh, you're drinking my whiskey?
Yep. Stitch said, hail, cheers, Sarah. I guess I don't get a cheers, but that's okay. So Taylor said, nighttime hiking around the lake.
Interesting segue.
So that's great that you asked that. So I actually made some notes, guys. This is unheard of. I have made some notes before. Yeah. Sarah got me a notebook for our Wyld Camp stuff, and it's got camping and Bigfoots and stuff on there. So we'll talk real quick about how things are gonna sort of go. So for the patrons, the super supporters, on Thursday the gates are gonna open at 4 p.m. That's 4 p.m. At 4 p.m. the gates are gonna open. That doesn't mean get there at 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. and try to get in. At 4 p.m. we can get there. We can get in there and we can get our stuff started. So help us out with that. Don't kind of bombard us and try to get there early and squeeze in early and stuff. We need a little time to get everything going. So you'll get there. Gates will open at 4 p.m. Super supporter check-in. You'll hit up Sarah and she'll have the check-in site and everything ready to go. Then you can head out and you can do your site selection and get your camp set up. And then after that, it'll just kind of be a free time, dinner, whatever. Dinner will be, you'll have to provide your own dinner Thursday night. But then after dinner and all that, we'll just have some campfire time and story time around the campfire. Maybe we'll do an acoustic jam or whatever, and people can bring their instruments if they play anything. And Thursday night's going to be pretty low-key. Just kind of a hangout, enjoy the place, enjoy each other, and have a good time. Who knows, we may end up doing a night hike or something Thursday night too, if it hits us, and that's what we want to do. And so Thursday, for the super supporters, pretty low-key, but it's going to be a good time. Friday morning, the gates will open at 9 a.m. on Friday morning. So the gates will open at 9 a.m. That was the nice thing about getting the Thursday night before. And that's one of the reasons that we decided to do that. Was that way we open the gates at 9 a.m. on Friday, and we have all of Friday, all of Saturday to do classes and hikes and all that sort of stuff, and to enjoy the place. So it's not like you get there Friday just before it starts to get dark. So we'll have...
Yeah, because otherwise we couldn't have gotten there until 3 on Friday.
Yeah, it would have been, a short day on Friday. So we went ahead and splurged for that extra day. So Friday, the gates open at 9 a.m. You'll do the check-in, again with Sarah. And we may have somebody, hopefully we'll have a volunteer or something to help Sarah with check-in and things like that. It's really hectic for us. So we will need a few volunteers to help us out with a few things. So if that's something you're interested in, you can message us, and we'll get into that here in just a second.
Yeah, no, I've got Tori down already.
Okay, we'll get into how we want you guys to try to contact us now, because we did get an email set up that works, and we need you guys to kind of use that email for communication. That way we'll have it all in one place. But
thank you, Daddy.
what did we say?
He can help with check-in.
Okay, very cool.
And we do have some questions.
That'll be awesome. So let me get through Friday, and then we'll talk about do questions, and then we'll talk about Saturday. So like I said, you'll get in, you'll do the check-in, and then you can do your site selection and camp setup. Classes will start at 1 p.m. on Friday. So we'll have some classes, and we'll talk in a minute about classes and instructors and things like that. But the classes will start at 1 p.m. on Friday, and the last class I think will go around 4:30 or 5, and then we'll have a break for dinner and all that. Now Taylor said something about a night hike around the lake. We just got confirmation that we have a special presentation that's going to go on Friday night. So this is something that I'm super excited about. So Miss Marie Dumont with Mid-Florida Bigfoot Research Group and her crew, Mike Aguilar and Miss Ruby, will be out, and they will put on a Bigfoot presentation for us. And they are a straight up legit Bigfoot research group, guys. They go out, they have the fancy stuff, the equipment. They do serious investigations. And whether you believe or you don't believe, you should really hear these folks out. They really have a lot of good information. They put a lot of effort into it, and they're great folks. We are super excited that they're going to come out, do a presentation for us. And then I think they're going to take us on a night hike, maybe show us kind of how they do an investigation. I'm going to let them kind of decide how they're going to do that. But I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think a lot of people are going to be excited about that. Miss Marie is an awesome person. Well, they're all awesome people. But Miss Marie has been a speaker at the Bigfoot conferences. She's been in magazines and books and things like that. Just an awesome person, and I think this is going to be a really, really fun time. And so we'll go do the night hike on Friday night. And after we get done with the night hike, I think we'll come back, hang out around the campfire, tell ghost stories, Bigfoot stories, play some acoustic music, and we'll probably kind of start winding down and get to a quiet time around 11 o'clock or something like that. And because we do want to be conscious of other campers and stuff like that. We want everybody to have a good time, but we do want to be conscious of other campers. So Friday night, I think we'll kind of wind down around 11. And doesn't mean you have to go home, but you can't be loud. So, let's see. Let's get into some questions real quick, because they are rolling tonight.
Stitch said hail to you as well.
Cheers.
So Mr. Hughes said, if signing up as a sponsor, will there be space to camp for sponsors? So if by sponsor you mean the super supporter, then you'll have early access to campsites. I mean, it'll be very, very few people there, and you can pick wherever you want to be.
Sponsors, as far as the actual prize sponsors, absolutely. If you're a prize sponsor and you want to camp, you are welcome to come camp with us. We would love to have you. So if that's something that you're interested, if you have a company that wants to sponsor some prizes for Wyld Camp, that would be awesome. And we'll get into the prize sponsors here in a minute too. I've been blown away this year, I think, about the prize sponsors. So, and that would be the web address or the email address. Yeah, so any questions or stuff that you have about that, do the wyldcampinfo@gmail.com. If you'll email us info, any questions, we'll kind of be able to kind of steer you in the right direction and get you the answers you need there. Yeah. So. Ruben said, love the videos and work you put in. Looking forward to attending my first outing with Wyld Camp.
Awesome.
Yeah, awesome. We really appreciate that.
And then Aaron asked about, is fishing allowed?
Yep, absolutely. You gotta have a fishing license, obviously. It's, it's a, I don't remember if it's a state park or a state forest part of it there. But it's governed by the state anyway, so you will have to have a fishing license.
But yeah,
kayaking, canoes, all that sort of stuff. If that's something that you enjoy, bring it. Let's have a good time. Shoot, we may get out there and do an evening paddle. That might be awesome. I mean, that might be a lot of fun to do an evening paddle. We've only got a couple of nights. Next year, maybe we'll do 4 nights.
You gotta get me an assistant.
But yeah, so maybe we'll do a paddle, a group paddle or something. Will be a lot of fun. So maybe we can work that in somehow.
I was gonna write something down and you made me forget it.
I messed you up with
You
that
did.
that 4th night thing.
Carolina Tom said, "Great to see you guys."
Hey Tom.
Oh, and then Hammock Mountain, no shoes night hike, and then try to find Bigfoot with no shoes. We could have a barefoot Bigfoot.
Yeah, a barefoot Bigfoot hike. That almost sounds like a country song. Barefoot Bigfoot hike.
Tori, I'll definitely let you know what the plan will be once I develop it.
Yeah, so that's the thing is there is so much to this that it's kind of evolving, and as it evolves, things are having to be changed and moved around. So that's the reason we don't have a set schedule for classes yet, because we have different instructors coming in. We have some pretty awesome instructors that are going to be teaching some stuff this year. So I'll be teaching a few classes. I'll be doing my water safety and filtration class. Let's see. I didn't write it all down. Can you hand me that back over there?
Oh gosh.
Don't fall on me.
I don't usually have it on the tilt.
So I'll be teaching a water safety filtration class. I'm going to do a natural tinder collection class. So we'll kind of walk around and find natural tenders, and I'll help you kind of figure out what would be a good tender and what wouldn't be a good tender. I'll kind of teach you how to hunt for fat lighter in the wild and that sort of thing. So that should be a pretty good class. And I'm going to be doing a hammock camping for beginners class. I've had a lot of people ask me about that, and I think it's going to be a good class for some folks that are going to really enjoy it. My buddy Jimmy Walker, Tampa Jimmy, he has a YouTube channel. He's hilarious. He does some really cool stuff. So if you don't follow Tampa Jimmy, you need to be following him. He's going to be teaching a axe sharpening class, which is something that you don't see a lot of people teaching. So he's going to be teaching an axe sharpening class. And Jimmy has been a paramedic for years and years and years. So he's going to be doing a Stop the Bleed class, which is going to be awesome. I wanted to do that last year, but we didn't get a chance to do it. So I think
blood.
I don't want to do the Stop the Bleed class. I don't want to see the blood. But that he'll be doing a Stop the Bleed class. We're hoping the Stop the Bleed class won't be directly after the axe sharpening class, but we'll see how that plays out. Then Sarah will be teaching a class this year. So for those of you who don't know, Sarah makes homemade soaps and things like that. So she's going to be teaching a soap making class, right? And so that'll be pretty cool. So for those of you who want to learn how to do that, that's a good skill to have. And Sarah's going to kind of show you how to go about doing that.
And it's cold processed soap, not the melt and pour.
Yeah,
It's like old fashioned kind of.
Yeah, it'll be the old fashioned kind of way to do soap. So then we got our buddy Bodier is going to be teaching a few classes. I've got the tarp class down here, but I didn't write down. I think he's going to do 2 classes, so he may be able to drop it in the comments what he's going to do the other class on. But then we've got our buddy Sean Fitzgibbon. Sean's been a friend of mine for a few years now. He's also in Florida Bushcraft, and we've camped together quite a few times. And Sean is a park ranger, and so he's going to be doing a venomous snakes of Florida class, I think, and then he's going to be doing a lightweight backpack overnighting class to show you what you could take and stuff like that on just a little lightweight overnighter. And so I think that'll be pretty cool. One that I'm super excited about, guys, is we have none other than Mr. Blackie Thomas coming to teach a class, and I'm super excited about that. Blackie's going to be teaching the kukri in the Eastern Woodlands class, which, for those of you who know Blackie, know that he loves that kukri. He's got a kukri knife, and that it's amazing the things that you can do with that. And then he's going to be doing a Silver Wolves class. So Blackie teaches the Silver Wolves class for the older folks. And so he'll be teaching a class on fire making and stuff for the Silver Wolves. So if you're interested in taking a fire making class with Blackie, that's something that I think you're going to really enjoy. And coming as a special guest with Blackie is Scott Baldwin, also known as Scab from Choir Boys Outdoors. And Scott does a lot of like knife testing, like hardcore knife testing. And so maybe we can get Scott to talk about some of his favorite knives, or who knows, we're going to try to finagle Scott into doing a little discussion or something too, and I think that'll be a lot of fun. So we still will have some classes coming as we get different instructors in. We're not going to try to fill it up so much that you're not going to have time to enjoy yourself, because there's a lot of other things to do, but we do want to have classes that you can actually take and learn something useful. So I'll also be doing, I wanted to do a class for the kids, and you guys know that I love working with kids. So I'm working on a class with the kids for what to do if you get lost in the woods. And that's a class that I'm going to be working on, and I'll have that together by Wyld Camp, and we're going to teach the kids what to do if they get lost in the woods. So I think that's going to be a good class. Now I can set this back out of my way now.
Bodier said he's going to do the pocket fish kit.
Okay. So Bodier's going to do a pocket fishing kit. And
so first of all, hi Emily.
Hello, Emily.
Miss Donna.
Hey, Miss Donna. Glad you're here.
South Florida DCL said hi.
Hey there.
There's a couple people that want to attend the beginner hammock class, so we'll have class sign-ups available. Well, I guess at sign-in we'll have all of those available. You guys can sign up for what you want to do, and we'll have the actual class list will be sent out in email and everything, so you guys will know what to expect. Yeah.
So after you get your tickets, you'll get your receipt and everything for your tickets, and then as we get closer to Wyld Camp, we'll be sending out updates with classes and everything, all the pertinent information you'll need. So it'll just kind of be updates as we go.
Yeah.
So we got, I saw Dick in the Dirt. Hey buddy, how you doing?
Lincoln says that he'll teach everyone a science class.
Lincoln's gonna teach a science class. That would be fun. It would be fun for the. I'd like to see the kids get together and do some sort of little something. That would be a lot of fun.
So, Brandy would be excited about the soap making.
Very cool.
We'll see how that goes. That will be a first for me. Mr. Q.
Trying to see if I can follow it on here.
Right here.
Okay.
Right here.
Mr. Q says Scab is the man. Yeah, so I've been watching Scab's videos, and one of the things that I love about Scab's videos, for one thing, he doesn't care if you buy anything that he tells you about. He's giving you the information on it, and that's all. And then the other thing that I love about it, and I wish that I had come up with it, at the end of a lot of his videos, he says, "I'm Scab, and you're not, and I'm out." And I love that little sign off. It cracks me up every time he says that. Let's see. Justin, I can't hardly see it. Straley, good evening from Texas. Thanks for checking in. It's cool to see where everybody's from. Master Disaster from Covington, Georgia. Good to see you tonight. So Digging the Dirt City is late. What are the dates for the event? So this year, Wyld Camp is for general admission tickets, which is Friday through Sunday. It's December 13th through the 15th, right? And then for the super supporters, we discussed that earlier. Super supporter tickets get you an extra night. So that would be from the 12th through the 15th. December 12th through the 15th.
And all of this is on the Instagram and will be continued to be updated. So if you have a question, send it to that email, or you can just go to the Instagram page and answers should be there as well.
Yeah, I'm a social media butterfly, guys. I'm everywhere on social media. So if you have questions about a lot of this stuff, you can go back to the Instagram and look back through posts, and a lot of those questions will be answered there. Also, our Facebook page. We also have a Wyld Camp page that I don't know if you can put a link for it in here, but it's specifically for just Wyld Camp stuff. So it's not the Rewild Outdoors page, but it is a Wyld Camp page. So I don't know if you have that on there. It should be on your Facebook stuff. But anyway, if she doesn't have it on there, I'll drop the link to that in the description of this video, and later you can look at that. And that page is specifically for Wyld Camp itself. It's just Wyld Camp info. So that'll be something that might help you out to keep up with, because I cross post most stuff, so it gets posted on the Wyld Camp thing, on the Rewild Outdoors thing on the Instagram, and I do that because not everybody is active on each site. So I know a lot of you guys will see it posted a lot of different places if you follow us, but that's the reason I do that. I don't do that to spam you. I do that because not everybody uses each social media site. So,
let me do the link.
Okay, cool. So there's a link for the Wyld Camp page in the chat. Matt Grills says he is from Fort Valley, Georgia. Better late than never. Hey, glad to have you, buddy. I'm glad to have you. Mr. Q said, I love each and every one of his rousing renditions. Yeah, he's talking about Scab with Choir Boys. All of his, that's the way he opens a lot of his stuff, as this is another rousing rendition. It's cool. So if you enjoy knives, if you like knives, you should check out Choir Boys Outdoors. Which you guys probably know more about him than you know about me, because Scab's got over 100,000 subscribers, so he doesn't need me shouting him out. But, so we've got through Friday, right? We went through Friday, and then
Classes.
the classes and all that stuff. Okay. So we talked about the instructors and the classes. Saturday morning. So I think we'll do Saturday. We're gonna get up and everybody can have breakfast Saturday morning, and we're not gonna start classes until about 10 on Saturday morning. That way you can kind of get up at on your at your leisure and make your breakfast and all that stuff and get going. And we'll start the classes about 10 a.m. And we're going to set, I think, about an hour block for each class. The class doesn't have to go an hour, but we want to give everybody an hour to teach their class and answer questions and all that stuff. And then that also gives people a chance to kind of walk around and do other things in between classes if they want to. So we'll start the classes about 10 a.m. And then obviously we'll break for lunch about noon. And then classes, I think, are going to stop about, what do we say, 4? I think we said 4, or
Yeah.
I think around 4.
4
because
4:30 at the latest.
Yeah, because we're going to do dinner on Saturday night, and that is a provided dinner. So we will be providing dinner. We tossed up a bunch of ideas on what we were going to do for dinner. And we had talked about pulled pork sandwiches, and we had talked about chili and stuff like that. We wanted to do pulled pork originally, but it's just going to be so time-consuming and expensive on top of that. But it's going to be very, very time-consuming to try to make sure it's all done at the right time. And so we kind of decided not to do the pulled pork. And I think what we have decided to do is a taco bar, right? Ain't that what we decided to do?
Yes, but it's not finalized.
Not finalized yet, but
that's what we're leaning towards.
That's what we're leaning towards. We're going to do a taco bar. And that way we could do, have everything set up for you to be able to make your own tacos and all that stuff. I think that'll be...
And then we'll have vegetarian options with that as well.
Yeah, and that'll be a good way for us to have a good dinner. I think most people like tacos, and I think that'll be a way that we can all kind of enjoy dinner, and it won't be quite so hectic and time consuming for me and Sarah to try to get dinner and everything going. And so I think that'll be a good thing. So let's see. I saw Freddie Moss. Hey buddy, how you doing? He's from South Carolina. And then Taylor said, I agree, takes all day for pulled pork, too much babysitting. Well, we had, my buddy Ian was going to do it, but that would have meant that Ian would have had to spend all day just standing there at that smoker and kind of babysitting that thing the whole time. And I don't want him to have to do that. I'd like for him to be able to come to camp and enjoy camp. And so I think this is the best way for us to be able to do it. I do adventures. Mr. James says, night all. Night, buddy. Appreciate you stopping in. Let's see. Digging the Dirt said, can't go wrong with a taco bar. That's right. Let's see.
Potluck okay to share. The only reason that we didn't go with the potluck is because it's going to be Saturday night, and I just think it would be kind of hard for people to bring something, and if it has to be refrigerated or anything, through Friday night into Saturday.
Yeah.
It just
and
complicates it a little bit.
It does, and we wanted to make sure that we continued the provided dinner. We didn't want to make it where everybody had to bring something.
Well, and we asked, and everyone really liked it last time. So,
and that's one of the things that we did last year was we did a comment card.
Yeah.
And the comment cards worked out great. We had a lot of good comments and stuff, and that's something that people really liked, was the provided Saturday night dinner. And so we wanted to try to keep it that way. We appreciate the the potluck stuff, and I mean, I think we pretty much are gonna cover Saturday night's dinner though. If you do see something that we, or if you don't see something that we're gonna provide that you're gonna want to eat for dinner though, then dinner is gonna be up to you at that point.
Now we could use help, I'm sure, with cooking dinner, serving, what have you. So if you want to help with dinner in another fashion, then most certainly,
right, absolutely,
we would appreciate it.
Because that'll be another thing that we'll probably need some volunteers to help with. Aaron said, "I can help cook again if needed." Yeah,
Definitely.
we would appreciate that. Stitch said, "I like tacos and I like bars. What could go wrong?" That's right. And Digging the Dirt said, "Can't go wrong with a taco bar."
Miss Deborah, hello.
Hey, Miss Deborah, how are you doing? Big Mike said, "Greetings all. Good to have you." Let's see. How do you pronounce that one? Laver says, "Hey all, good to have you." Let's see. Master Disaster said, "Pork roast a la," I can't even say that, Chinese box. Yeah, I don't know how to even say that. Miss Deborah said the spaghetti dinner was delicious. The spaghetti dinner was good, and it was fairly easy. I just wanted to do something different this year. I didn't want to just keep doing the same thing over and over again. Well, and I think
the spaghetti was good, but it kind of left out anyone that didn't want to eat meat or anything like that,
pasta,
or had allergies, or pasta. So I think that the taco bar will be able to serve more people.
Yeah.
And you can kind of customize it too, which is nice.
Right. So, let's see. I'm gonna get a couple more of these comments in there.
Taylor said that he cooks for a living.
That's
help.
Right.
That'll be great.
Yeah, Taylor, we'd appreciate that, buddy, because Taylor is a pizza man. He makes pizzas and stuff. So we should have just planned that ahead of time. Got Taylor a pizza oven, and he could have worked all day on making pizzas for everybody.
There you go.
But
can't do anything else. You just have to make pizza.
This is your job. You just sit there and make pizzas all day long for the fun of it. But no, we would appreciate the help. So
it's like Brandy and Miss Donna can help.
That's very cool. I
know Miss Deborah will help.
Yep.
Tori, she's like number one on my list. So
Tori was a huge help.
Yes.
Last year. Huge help.
I'll probably send some sort of an email out to everyone that said that they will help, and kind of, I don't know, identify areas, and you guys can kind of sign up.
Yeah.
Will be helpful.
So we will probably need ice again this year. We'll need some help with some ice this year.
Firewood.
And we'll definitely need some help with firewood, or helping us figure out where in the area we can get firewood. I've got an idea on that one. But yeah, so we may kind of look to you guys for a few little things like that could help. Let's see.
Everyone's trying to butter me up.
Bodier said everyone should have a knife, so cutting tomatoes and lettuce should take 2 minutes. That's a good point. We'll do that directly after the Stop the Bleed class.
There you go.
Let's see. Tacos is a great choice. Taco pizzas. Carl said Christy and I are available to help anyway. We really appreciate that, Carl. Let's see. Mr. Q said, "Will Wyld Camp go on rain or shine?" Absolutely, rain or shine. It's gonna be on. So.
Yep. It rained a little bit last time.
Yep.
And it'll be a better venue this time if
right.
it does.
So if it does rain, this has a nice enclosed building that we can get in and do that stuff. So just bring your ponchos, and if it rains, we're gonna dance in the rain. That's all I can say. It'll
we are.
Yep. I'll put my dancing shoes on, dance in the rain. Actually, I'll just go barefoot and dance
You
in the
don't
rain.
even like to dance.
Well, I'll dance in the rain. I ain't dancing on a dance floor. Hammock Mountain said, "Gotta run. Have a wonderful night. Appreciate you stopping in. We really do. Hope you have a good evening." Deborah said, "Taco pizza is yummy. No Wildcats this time." So if you didn't make it last time, there were feral cats. I say feral cats. They were probably just neighborhood cats.
It was weird.
But there were just house cats everywhere. Domestic cats just wandering around and meowing for food and stuff like that. So hopefully this year we won't have that. Where we're going to be, the wildcats will be much bigger. Much.
How much whiskey did you put in that drink?
Not much, and I've only had half of this. Speaking of that, our buddy Ken Barrett isn't on here tonight, but Ken told us back when we hit 2,000 subscribers that we had to do 2 shots. And so I did, and I got fairly lit that night.
Oh.
Well, he said when we hit 3,000 subscribers, we got to do 3 shots, and Sarah's got to do shots too.
Well,
I
was included in that.
We are at 2,950 subscribers, I think. So we are not far from our 3,000 subscriber live stream. So hopefully we'll do that pretty soon. Let's see.
Yeah, the rain didn't.
The rain didn't stop us last time. That's right.
Oh yeah, Bodie named the one cat Daisy.
That's right. So I know we're running kind of long. We're almost to an hour, so I want to talk about the sponsors real quick. And I hope that I don't miss anyone.
I have them written down.
So Sarah's got our sponsors written down somewhere. So this year we have several returning sponsors, which is awesome. And we've got quite a few new sponsors this year. So Grim Workshop has decided to return this year as a sponsor, so they'll be sponsoring prizes. Hanging High Hammocks sent us an awesome tarp and ridge line. What's that?
They're new.
And they're a new sponsor. Flip Fuel. There is a few sponsors that I've gotten prizes from in the last couple of days that I haven't made an Instagram post on yet, but they're coming. Flip Fuel sent us some stuff, which is awesome. Sawyer is a returning sponsor. Mm-hmm. Sawyer sent us a box of stuff to give out. Drink Element, they sent us... I should have gotten that out. It's amazing how much stuff Element sent us.
They sent, that's not even a raffle prize. They sent something for everybody.
Yeah, literally, they sent us just 2 boxes of sample packs for everyone. And that, just incredible. HCO Strops is going to send us some stuff. Grail sent us 3 of the 24-ounce Geo presses, 3 different colors. Unbelievable. I could not believe it. And their HCO Strops and Grail are both new sponsors this year. Badger Claw is a new sponsor this year, and they'll be sending us some new stuff. Tough Possum is a returning sponsor from last year, and I got an email or a message from him the other day that said they're sending us over $400 worth of stuff to raffle off. Unbelievable. Greatest people you ever met. If you don't have Tough Possum stuff, they are a family-run business, guys. The most incredible people, nicest people you've ever met. And, just the best people, I swear. And great quality.
Yeah, so we got to meet them, and the Grim Workshop people were very nice.
And Bushcraft Florida, which is Bodier and Matt, they are sponsoring raffle prizes for Wyld Camp. And we really appreciate that. And A&M Embroidery, Mr. Mike Wims. Mike has been a huge supporter of the channel from the get-go, I feel like for a very long time he's been a huge supporter.
Yeah.
And Mike is so
Very
generous. And when we first started talking about doing Wyld Camp 2024, I got a ping on my phone, and he's like, "Here's some money for Wyld Camp." Immediately, here's some money for Wyld Camp. So, I would say that Mike is A&M Embroidery is sort of our title sponsor for Wyld Camp, because they are, or Mike is super generous, a great guy, and so if you need any embroidery stuff done, he prints shirts and stuff. If you need anything like that, I would really ask you to hit Mike up, A&M Embroidery. He's on Facebook, he's on Instagram, and patronize him.
Yeah.
Because he deserves it, guys. He's working hard, and not only is he working hard, the guy is one of the most generous people I've ever met.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, last year we needed ice for a 2-day event. Now we needed ice. Mike brought one of the giant fishing coolers with had to be 30 bags of ice. It was a ton of ice. Super generous guy. So.
And he's so quiet about it.
Yep, and typically Mike doesn't want you to say anything about it. So, if you guys are looking for anything like that, if you need hats embroidered or anything like that, hit Mike up, please. I'm asking you. So Randy said, "Hey Sean and Sarah, a little late getting on. Camped at Manatee Springs and unloading the camper." Okay, so you're on the list too. You and Kevin camping early this week is not right. It's not fair. And no, I'm glad you had a good time. I hope you had a good time anyway. Manatee Springs is a really nice area over there. I'd like to get over there and camp some. But let's see. Carl said Mike is awesome. I must have missed something because Kevin.
He's laughing about them.
Yeah. Let's see. Miss Donna said one of the nicest, most respectful men. Yeah, Mike is a great guy, and he was also willing to help with anything last year.
Mm-hmm.
Anything. And so Mike was also. This is the thing. Mike was also. He came to the Florida Bushcraft Camp Out. Mike participated in absolutely everything. Anything they had going on, he participated in. He was sitting there with a notebook, writing notes on stuff. I mean, he's just a great guy. So I can't say enough nice things about him.
Day passes.
Oh, day passes. So this year, because we did get this particular venue, we can offer day passes this year. So if you can't camp for the whole weekend, and we understand that not everybody can camp for the whole weekend, you can get a day pass for just Saturday. So Saturday's the big day. Saturday's going to have the most classes. Saturday's going to have the group dinner and the raffle. So, do you have the information on the Saturday passes? I didn't have that wrote down.
Just a little bit. Basically, they can get there at 9. I need to fix that.
Yeah.
And then that they can stay through the raffle. Their tickets do not include raffle tickets, whereas the general admission tickets will include 5 raffle tickets.
Yep.
But raffle tickets will be available to purchase. We're still playing around with how we're going to do dinner. We'll announce that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it'll be included, if it'll not be included, if it'll be an extra charge.
Yeah, because the day pass thing, the only thing about the extra day pass tickets is trying to cover that food. But
right.
We'll see. That's something that we're talking about and trying to work out. So The day pass will be for the Saturday 12-14. The gates will open, like we said, at 9 a.m. Day passes will have to be pre-purchased like all the other tickets, so we will not be selling any tickets on site there.
Yep.
All the tickets have to be pre-purchased through Eventbrite, and that just makes it to where we know who's going to be coming, and we will have a checklist of who's supposed to be there and who's not supposed to be there, and it'll just make it a lot less headache for us than trying to keep track of how many people we've got in the site for the day and stuff.
Yeah. Well, and it takes care of taxes and all of that.
Yeah,
too,
it
and we
just
don't
handles
have to
all
worry
of that.
about it.
So, like I said, you get in there for a day pass, 9 a.m. through the end of the raffle at the evening. No raffle tickets. The day pass for adults is $20. Kids 13 to 17 is $10. 12 and under is free. So, let's see, who are we? I've seen somebody.
I'm trying to find the link for Mike's page.
Oh, okay. I seen somebody was leaving.
Miss Donna.
Oh, well, I'm glad you got to sneak off and hide somewhere and watch the live stream, Miss Donna. She said earlier that she was going to have to try to hide somewhere and watch. Let's see. Okay, so Carl said, "Are Wyld Camp 2024 t-shirts available yet?" Not yet. We don't have them available yet, but we'll start working that out pretty soon. If you see this fancy t-shirt that I've got on here, I just made this one. I got this one off of our site. What's it called? Crowd Made site. I got this one in the dark color, and obviously dark color was a poor decision because you can't hardly see all the stuff. So I changed this out. You can't get it in this color anymore. I think you can get it in an olive green and a couple of different colors. But it's got an alligator on it, a bear on it, a panther on it, and it's got the Rewild Outdoors established 2019 on here with the state of Florida on it. So these t-shirts are pretty cool. I don't know. Are we going to do the t-shirts through like we did last time, or are we going to try to?
I think we should probably do both.
So
have them through
the Crowd Made where they can pre-order them.
Yeah, and then we need to get with Mike to see.
And then we may actually. We were toying with the idea of being able to print some on site, which is something that we might be able to do, but that's still up in the air. We haven't 100% nailed that down yet. But if we can, we'll let you guys know, and that'll be some info that'll be coming soon. Randy Davis said, "I closed my PayPal because it got hacked. Is there another way?"
I believe that you can pay in multiple different ways on Eventbrite.
Oh, that was Randy Beeson.
It doesn't have to be PayPal.
No, it doesn't have to be PayPal through the Eventbrite. Let's see. Oh, Miss Donna. She said, "I love you both. Gotta go, but I'm listening." We love you too, Miss Donna. Randy said, "I retired this year. Most of my camps are early week now." Well, that makes sense. If I didn't have to work during the week, I would camp during the week myself because you're less likely to see other people. And shoot, you know as well as I do that those sites are more available during the week than they are on the weekends for sure. Now, Saturday night raffle. We are gonna have an awesome time at the raffle, I think. So the raffle tickets are going to be, what do we have the
I don't have any of that information right now.
Okay, so I think we're going to do $5 a ticket or 5 for $20?
Yeah, I think that's what it was. we'll do the same as last year.
Yeah, same as last year. So I think it's $5 a raffle ticket, or you can get 5 tickets for $20. Does that make sense? 5 tickets for $20, 5 times. Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause you're
Okay.
doing
So you get an
extra
extra ticket, and then that will be something that you can purchase the raffle tickets on site.
Yes.
We prefer cash, but we'll have a way set up for you.
We'll have like Cash App and Venmo.
Yeah,
and
or
all
something
that
like that
good
for you to
stuff.
be able to do it. And we're going to have a great time at that raffle. I think we've got so much stuff that we're going to be able to raffle off, really cool stuff. And I'm thinking we're still going to have some sponsors that are going to jump on board between now and then. If you haven't followed the Instagram posts that I've been posting, you can follow that, and you can see so far what we've gotten in. And every time I get a new sponsor in, their products in, I make a little post on it, and it just kind of shows you what they've sent us. I've got a couple of those coming up that I've got to do, but that kind of gives you an idea on things that we're going to be able to raffle off this year, and there's some really good stuff.
Maybe explain the raffle process too. That you
So
put your tickets in only the items that you want.
So we're going to do very similar. Well, we'll do the way we did it last year, and it's the way they do it up at the Georgia Bushcraft fall gathering and the spring camp out. When I saw the way they did it, I thought that was an awesome way to do it. So what they'll do, or what we do, is each raffle prize will have a cup or something in front of it, and instead of you taking a chance of winning something that you're not going to want, you can go down through there and you can just drop your ticket in the prizes that you want. That way you don't end up with, a grail that you've already got 3 of them or something and you don't need it. You can go down there and you can drop your tickets in those cups that you are interested in. And I think that makes the raffle a lot easier, and it'll make it where you can get the things that you want.
Yeah, you can customize it to what you like.
Yeah. But after the raffle, I think we're gonna have a great time at the raffle. Everybody's gonna have a good time there. I don't remember what time the raffle's supposed to start. Do you have that on there? Is it like 7 or 8? I don't remember. But anyway,
it's somewhere.
That'll be information forthcoming in the future. But after the raffle, we'll do a campfire time. We're all going to hang out around the campfire and just enjoy the last night of Wyld Camp. We'll do some storytelling, I'm sure, and some fellowship around the fire, and maybe play some acoustic music, like I said earlier. If you are interested in playing some acoustic music, bring an instrument. Bring your instrument, and we'll all get around the fire and jam and make some noise out there. So
Randy was asking, if we're interested in taking new items for camping for the raffle. I know last year we did the trade blanket.
Yeah.
Do we want to just do that again?
I think what we should do there is last year we did a trade blanket, and a lot of people really enjoyed the trade blanket. So if you have items that you would like to trade, or even sell at a reasonable price, we don't want you out there scalping people. But if you have something like that you're interested in getting rid of, bring it. We'll set up a trade blanket, and you guys can have that for part of the day. You can do a trade blanket if you're interested. So but I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's pretty much covers everything. Does anybody have any other questions on Wyld Camp that we could cover right now? Did I call out everybody that I saw in the?
I think so.
How do you do this?
You can scroll on there.
I don't know how you scroll on this one. Okay. Just want to make sure I get everybody called out that was in the chat. I think I got everybody.
I think we did. If we missed you.
Yeah, if we missed you, I really apologize because I always try to get everybody. So the other thing that I would say is, and this will be something else that'll be going out.
The waiver.
Okay. Yeah. So we will have a liability waiver that will be everybody will have to sign. It'll either be Sarah may be able to put it on the Eventbrite when you get your tickets. You may be able to fill it out there. If not, we'll have it where you can fill it out on site there. We just have to have that liability waiver just to cover us in case something happens. I'm sure you guys understand that. Greg said it's been nice to have a live stream without any internet hiccups. Yeah, so I'm glad. I hope it looks a lot better this time. The internet definitely seems to be a ton better than it was before.
And it's half the price.
And half the price. So it's the AT&T Air. We talked about it earlier.
Yeah. Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor. The AT&T, if you want a sponsor.
Seriously.
But no, it was it's been a great update or upgrade for our stuff, and I think that's gonna really help. So one of the things that it helped is it used to take, for a 30-minute video, it would take 3 hours or so to upload a video. With the new internet the other day, I uploaded a 30-minute video. It took 28 minutes to upload it. So it's so much faster than it was. Taylor said, for the coffee drinkers, I plan on bringing plenty of bags of beans so everyone can get their fix. That's awesome. That would be good.
We have to have a coffee bar.
Yeah, maybe we could do a, you know what, we should do that. We should do a, like a coffee round table in the morning where we could all sit around and have a cup of coffee and discuss things. And
it sounds very serious.
A coffee round table. That, I feel smarter just saying coffee round table. I feel like the whiskey may have lost some of its potency now saying coffee round table.
Yeah, that does sound like you're going to wear your monocle while you drink your
I got to get a pipe now before we...
There you go.
Before we have the coffee round table. Daniel Miller said, hi. Good to see you. So we're about to wrap up the live stream, but if you're just now getting here, when this is over and it reposts, go back and watch it from the beginning. There's a lot of good information in here. If there's any other questions, you need to ask them now. In the live stream, we'll try to answer them for you real quick. If not, if you have any questions or you need any information about Wyld Camp, again, we're asking that you send that to wyldcampinfo@gmail.com. So that way we can kind of keep everything all in one spot. The problem is... Yeah, and we could both answer that. It'll be a little quicker for you to get an answer that way. And the problem with last year was I had questions coming in from Instagram and Facebook and YouTube and all this stuff. And I would be like, I know that there's somebody I need to reply to, but I would have to go back and chase it down and try to find that question and stuff. So if you have any questions, please send that question to wyldcampinfo@gmail.com. And we'll try to make sure that you have a quick, expedient answer. And like I said, the tickets go on sale. The tickets go on sale August 1st at 6 p.m. Make sure you are ready because I think that these are going to go pretty fast. So Jesse Mullen says, what is the earliest we can get there on the opening day? So on Friday morning, the gates will open at 9 a.m. So you can get there. The gates will open at 9 a.m. You do your check-in, and then you'll be able to go find your spot. And then, like we said, the Friday, the first classes won't start until 1. That gives you a chance to get there, get settled in, and ready to go. And we will be forthcoming with updates on class schedules and things like that as they kind of fill in and we kind of get designated time slots. I don't really want to tell you when the classes are yet until we get it all filled in. So as we get closer to Wyld Camp and those things really kind of fill out, then we'll be able to let you know what the time slots are.
Expect kind of a series of newsletters getting closer to camp. Then we'll send out information on raffle and classes and sign-ups and all of that.
I hope we answered everybody's question to the best of our ability. I think we did anyway. Like I said, if you have any other questions, please send them to wyldcampinfo@gmail.com. And if nobody else has any other questions, I think we're going to call it for the night. And appreciate you guys watching. And be on the lookout because we will be posting the link to the ticket sales. Today is the beginning of the countdown. So we're going to count down to ticket sales next Thursday at 6 p.m. The tickets go on sale. So we'll put those links in earlier in the day. They'll be posted everywhere. Instagram, Facebook. I'll post it on the community tab on YouTube. So you guys be on the lookout for that. Next Thursday at 6 p.m.
August 1st.
August 1st, the tickets go on sale. Be ready to buy those tickets because I think they're going to go fast.
Yep,
so
and only 8 super supporter slots.
Yep, and there's only 8 super supporter slots left, so be ready for that. If that's something that you want, a super supporter ticket, you need to be ready for that because they're going to go pretty fast, I think. So appreciate you guys watching, and appreciate my beautiful wife being here to keep me straight and everything she does. And we're really excited about Wyld Camp, guys. Lots going into it, but I think it's going to be a great time. Appreciate you guys watching, and we will see you next week. If I can figure out how to stop it.